welcome to day 2 of the Pilates reset, which today is going to be all about strong shoulders and a healthy back. Okay, so we're going to start by 4-point kneeling. So we're going to 4-point kneeling. I want you to mold your hands to the mat. So you take your little finger, then each and every finger goes into the mat, and same on the other side. Our elbows are pointing out to the side, so they're not pointing back. Our knees are directly under our hips, our wrists are under our shoulders, and I want you to push through those hands so you feel like you're filling the space between the shoulder blades. Okay, so we're not sinking in the waist, we're not up here, we're just in a nice secure position. And we're going to start with some cat stretches. So we're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, arch that back up like an angry cat using the abdominals. Inhale at the top and then exhale, lower down, and we're going to come into a slight extension. So don't collapse completely, just a slight extension. Inhale and exhale up and then round down. Let's do one more. And down. Okay, so we're going to do some rotation around the spine now. So I want you to take your arm out to the side and then we're going to thread it under. Okay, again, so open out and thread it under. This maybe doesn't feel too natural, doesn't on me either, but it's so good to rotate that spine. And one more. And through. Good. Right, before we go onto the other side, we're going to do a set of wide arm push-ups. So either stay in this box position and go down, or take the legs back a little bit. Okay, and we're going to inhale down, exhale up for 10. So this is 10, 9, 8, exhale on the up, and remember to push through those hands. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just quickly push back, widen the knees. Just take the pressure off those wrists. And then come back into your 4-point kneeling position. Roll the hands in. Shoulders are above the wrists, hips are above the knees. I'm going to just do 3 cat stretches again. So inhale, exhale, lifting up and release. So this is like a reverse of our hip rolls we were doing yesterday. And up and down. Okay, so now take your other arm for the rotation. So open out and then threading through. Good. 3. And last one. 4. And then coming back into that box position. And this time we're going to do some tricep press ups. Okay, so our elbows are now coming back. So again, you're going to be here. Or if you wish, take the knees back. Or obviously if you wish to do full tricep push-ups, please go ahead. So let's do 10 like this. Do what you can. So down and up for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these are hard. 9. And last one, 10. And then widen the knees and go back into that shell stretch position again. Okay, so rounding the back as if you're rounding over a ball. Good. And then come back into the all 4 position. Okay. This time I want your knees together and your toes tucked under. We're going to do our leg pull front. So we're just going to Push through the hands, lift the knees off so they're hovering just off the mat, and we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. We're going to do 2 more sets of those. So lifting off, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down, and last set, lifting up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down, and then we're going to come on to our tummy. So our arms are going to go long, and our legs are long, heels are slightly turned in, glutes and hamstrings are pulling down, abs are lifting, head is hovering just off the mat, shoulders are nice and relaxed. We're going to raise one arm and the opposite leg and down. So we lengthen and lift, down, lengthen, lift, 2. Keep breathing. Don't just tense the shoulders, keep everything nice and relaxed. One more either side. Okay, rest the head down, just rock from side to side. Okay, so head is now hovering again, and we're going to go into our full swimming exercise. So hover the legs off, arms off, and we swim as we inhale for 2, exhale for 2. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Great job. It's a really tough exercise, swimming, but it's so good for every muscle on the posterior chain of your body. So we're now going to come up into like this little sphinx position. Let me just change my mat around slightly so you can see. Okay, so we're going to lift out of the chest. So what this isn't is neck being collapsed, tummy's collapsed. Okay, so we're going to push through the fronts of those shoulders. Okay, the pubic bone is just hovering off the mat. Your abs are nice and lifted. Okay, legs are long. We're going to bend in, flex, and lengthen away. So point, flex, lengthen away. So all the work here is in the upper body to keep you nice and secure. You're working your back extensors, you're working the shoulders, you're working your abs, you're working your hamstrings. It's an all-round great exercise. So really focus on the form. Do 2 more either side. And last one. Okay, and then rolling down, pushing up into a seated position. Okay, so we're going to sit on the mat. We want to be high on those sit bones. Okay, so what I mean by that is the bony bits in your bum, you want to be sitting right on the top of those. So we don't want to be slouching back here. We want to be sitting nice and high. Our arms are going to come forward, shoulders are nice and relaxed. We're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, tuck that pelvis under, creating a C shape as you roll back. All the work is in the abs, flexing that spine, hold here, stay in your C, come up and over the legs and back to vertical. We're going to do 7 more like that. Inhale, exhale, really feel those abs drawing back, lifting up and over and reset. Keep that upper body really nice and relaxed. All the work should be in the abdominals. Don't scrunch the neck. And up. If you feel your hip flexors grabbing, don't go back as far. Okay, keep that work focus in the abdominals. Let's do 3 more. up. It's a really intense workout of the abs. Last one. Oh, lifting over. And then just hold on to the fronts of the knees and just extend slightly. And then we're going to come back, resting on our elbows this way now. So same as what we were doing before. What we don't want is to be in a watching TV position, just slouching. Excuse me. We're going to push up through those fronts of the shoulders. We're going to bring one knee to tabletop, the other knee to tabletop. So legs going long and back to tabletop. So for 8, 7. Okay, if this is too much, do one leg. Okay, build up to 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just tap down, knees to one side and the other. Okay, and then bringing them back up. We're going to do single leg stretch now. So stretch for 8, 7. Keep lifted through that chest. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down. So sitting up now. Legs go long and your arms come behind you, and you want your fingers pointing out to the sides. We're going to go into a leg pull exercise. So we're going to lift the pelvis up and we're going to push through the fronts of those shoulders. Tap down. We're going to do that 5 times. So come up and tap. 2, 3, 4, and last one, 5. Butterfly the legs and just round forward. And have a couple of deep breaths. And we're going to then take our legs long. And again, we want to be sitting vertically. So if that means you need to bend your knees slightly to get into that position, or fold a towel, or sit on a yoga brick, or a couple of books, just so your spine is straight and it's not slouched. We want to have feet flexed. Arms are coming forward. I'm going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, round forward over that imaginary beach ball, reaching beyond the toes. Inhale, and then exhale, restacking the spine. So this is a really good exercise for hamstring flexibility, which obviously impacts the lower back. And also, it's a good flexion exercise for the lower back. So you shouldn't be collapsing along the legs. It's as if you've got an imaginary ball here that you're leaning over. 2 more. And up, and last one. So I want you to now take your hands to your chest. We're going to rotate up, extend, in and back. So like a cork coming out of a bottle. Okay, so what we don't want to be doing is grinding down. It's all about lifting up, extend, in and back. This is a really challenging move. So we don't do rotation when our spine is nice and vertical very often, but it's just so good for us to do it. We need rotation in the spine to keep it healthy. One more either side. And last one. And then just butterfly those legs again and round forward. And we're going to end with a lovely mermaid stretch, particularly for the backs of those shoulders that we've worked quite hard today. Okay, so coming into this Z-sit position, if this is too difficult for you, just come into both legs bent. Okay, the hips should be as grounded as they can be. Arms come on the diagonal, and we're going to scoop the abs back as you sweep that arm around until you feel a stretch across the tops of your shoulders at the back. Okay, so you shouldn't really come all the way around here. I'm not coming too far today, but I can feel a really nice stretch. And breathe. Opening out, now drop the elbow and then reach the arm on a diagonal as you push away that opposite hip to get a nice stretch down the side. And again, breathe. And then coming up and counter stretch, looking through the gap in the elbow. And then let's spin around to the other side. Getting set up. And scoop those abs back as the arm comes around. Opening out, lifting up for that lovely counter side stretch. And then a counter stretch. And you're done. You've completed day 2. Well done. It's a great job. And those exercises are just so important for us for good, healthy shoulders and to get all the flexion, extension and rotation of the back. So I hope you feel better for that one. And I hope you'll be here again tomorrow joining me on the mat when it's going to be we're going to be doing a lower body tone. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.